This weather report brought to you by Sunstate. Summer sale on now.
Hi folks, Livio, Regano with tonight's weather. Should be a reasonably nice weekend coming up. A touch warmer than what we've enjoyed these past couple of days, but hopefully not too hot unless you're heading a long way inland. Take advantage of the great Aussie outdoors while you can, because next week's looking a bit or a little bit more dicey. Now, today's top temp at Sunshine Coast Airport was 28 degrees. That's about average for February, but last night's minimum of 16 was definitely below. In Nambour, our top was 29 and Gympie got to 30. On the satellite loop, all eyes at the moment are in the north, where rain is starting to ease, but it's spreading further west, and they're going to be getting monsoon rains, even in a shower form, for a few more days. Around here, we've had a little bit of cloud coming off the top of that low, and it's affected our skies, but it hasn't produced any rain. It's been bone dry as far as I know. There haven't really been any significant rainfalls in the whole southeast Queensland region, and hopefully that'll stay the case over the weekend. This is today's chart. High in the Tasman Sea, just weak at the moment, and it's also producing those southeast winds. Notice that the southeast wind has dropped. It's still coming from a cool place, though, so the temperatures have been quite nice. A more open isobar, of course, pattern. There's just one over central Queensland and one over New South Wales, so it's been a lighter wind. Tomorrow's chart, winds start to turn inland, and that's where it starts to get warm. On the coast, it's a bit of a wishy-washy situation. You don't know where the wind's coming from. It will still be predominantly southeasterly, but quite light. And then on the outlook chart, as the next trough gets closer, it gets progressively warmer inland, but we won't know much difference on the coast, so it'll still be fine and dry. Now, the latest from the Weather Bureau, the boating forecast for Sunshine Coast waters, east to southeasterly winds tomorrow, between 10 and 15 knots, with seas under a metre. On Sunday, Monday, she'll be blowing straight in from the east, but never more than 20 knots. The morning tide's beginning to grow very large in the lead up to Monday's new moon. It won't be a king tide, but it will certainly be one of the bigger tides this year. The southeast coast district, yet another fine sunny day. Maroochydore 19 to a comfy 29 degrees, Nambour 30 and Gympie 32. Looking ahead, the southeasterly trade winds should take over next week, which automatically raises the threat of showers and also the humidity, but top temps should remain steady around 29. Now remember, if you're having trouble understanding the charts and other squiggles I put up on TV, I normally try once a week to spend some time explaining concepts at the expense of a shorter forecast. So if you watch on a regular basis, you'll hopefully pick up a few forecasting tips over time. Have a nice weekend. Catch you Monday. Here's Robbie Sherwell with the Surf Report.
Thanks, Livio. A huge contrast in conditions across the coast beaches this weekend. That swell has backed right off. It is only going to be around that half a metre plus. It is going to be a southeasterly swell, but it is still sitting about 9 to 10 second intervals. The winds are going to stay light and variable through the weekend, mostly onshore though. The better place we're checking for a wave, southern corner of Alexandra Bay will be the biggest, down around Coolum. Maroochydore on the southern end between Dickey Beach and Curramundi. If you're out there thinking about a swim across the coast, a lot safer than what it has been, but just remember, the ocean is always a dangerous place. Only swim between the red and yellow flags. That water is still above 26 degrees. Have a wonderful weekend across the coast beaches. Now it's back to you, Rob.
Wonderful, Robbie. Good on you, mate. Have a nice weekend, won't you? We'll see you Monday. Take care. Good night.